Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come in, come in, come in. This is Tamika's Den. I am Tamika. Get on in here, y'all. Get on in here, okay? This is Love After Lockup, okay? This is my review for Love After Lockup, Life After Lockup, Season 4, Episode 16, Lost and Found. All right, y'all? Whew, get on in here, kick up your shoes, relax your feet, child, because this is a hot mess, okay? We are going to get into the foolishness and foolery. And can I be honest with you guys? I don't know no other way to be but honest. At the end of the day, I don't believe half these daggone stories. And if they are true, the only thing I could say is lock all these damn people up, okay? Lock them up, throw away the freaking key. Lock up the ones that just came out of jail. Lock up the ones that wasn't in jail. Lock up the mamas. Lock up the fathers, okay? The only ones that would be free is the kids, honey. Some of these people are so freaking delusional that you just cannot make me believe that this is really what they are thinking and doing in real freaking life, okay? We need some straight jackets, okay? Especially for damn Destiny, all right? Are we watching Cheetahs? Or are we watching Love After freaking Lockup? Or are we watching Cheetahs meets Love After Lockup? I cannot. This is just too much for me. I'm sorry, y'all. You cannot make me believe some of the crap that is going on. But let's go ahead and get into this episode. Let me break it down from y'all. We're going to start from the top. The first couple we got was Marcelino and Brittany. Now, the camera crew all of a sudden miraculously knows where Marcelino is. They track him down, we got him. They chasing down the damn truck like this is an episode of Cheetahs. That's what it was giving me, right? And one of them come up to him, he's like saying, how the hell did they find me? And he says he'll give them a minute to talk to him or whatever, right? Because they were saying he's already leaving. He saw them. He's at the corner. So the producer goes over and says that one of the APs saw him when he was, stopping and got spotted while he was getting gas. And she basically is saying, what's going on? Why you didn't want to answer us? Why you not answering Brittany? Why you didn't tell her where you was going? She's asking him if he was cheating, if he was meeting up with somebody. And he's saying, nah, it's not nothing of none of that. He's basically like, the only thing he goes out to do at night is to basically, gamble. But my whole thing is, Marcelino, you done been going all day and all night, honey. Okay, you wasn't just gone at night. You literally left in the day not too long after Brittany and left your mother-in-law to babysit the damn kids, and nobody seen or heard from you since. And then you was telling Brittany that you was on your way. So where were you for all those damn hours, okay? You just riding around, just, wasting your damn gas and stopping to get gas, as expensive as damn gas is these damn days. And everything that's going on, make it make sense, Marcelino. Make it make sense. In the meantime, Marcelino is saying that he's mentally checked out, that he's tired of having to prove himself. He basically is saying that he's going to continue to be a husband, continue to be a father. He's going to continue to go home to them every night and all this stuff, right? And he was like, he don't have no 2 accounts. He don't have 2 phones. He don't have no secret accounts or anything like that, right? So according to him, he's just this open book. In the meantime, we still seeing Brittany and them in the damn tattoo shop getting different tattoos. Like I said, I never seen somebody who's so heartbroken, whose marriage is coming apart, who's stopping to get a damn tattoo. But apparently, that is what Brittany does. And so he's saying, she's been pushing him away and, basically ignoring him and making him feel this way and that way. He spoke to her about it. She doesn't listen to him and all that different kind of stuff, right? So definitely communication seems to be a big part of, the problem with them too. He's not communicating with her. She's not communicating with him. Meanwhile, every time you turn around, we get in a flash, we get in this commercial where it's showing that Brittany didn't bring her ass home. Okay, so finally we get to it, and she's like, I don't know where I parked. I don't know where my damn car is. I don't know how I got here. I don't remember nothing. Her friend is basically coming to the door with her ass out. Okay, they both in the bed naked and giggling and talking about how the lights is too much. So let me get this straight, Brittany. It's okay for you to go and lay up with your friend, and it's not considered to be cheating. 1, because y'all the same sex, but 2, because, he had pissed you off so bad and you had told him he had one more chance to answer you and you took your ring off. That's how you make it okay logically in your head. And then to top it off, this phony behind friend of hers, and I said she was phony last week, okay? If you have any friends like this, get away from them. They are not your friends, okay? Brittany needs to leave these damn people alone. All of a sudden, she want to talk about, oh yeah, I didn't like how, you know, what's her name? Amanda or Amber, whatever the hell her name is. I think it's Amanda. I don't like how she didn't tell you everything up front. If she was a real friend, she should have been saying something. And I think I had saw some other messages besides the ones that she saw, you know, she showed you. It looked like they had went all the way up, and then, you know, Brittany is basically like, yeah, I think I saw that too. You know, oh, you should call her and ask her. So now she calls her and she's telling her to screenshot the other messages. She's like, you know, were there any other messages that he sent you besides that one? Then she's calling back again. Oh, did you meet up with him anywhere? You know, come to find out they supposedly met one time. And he also was saying something about sending her a dick pic, which now has, you know, Brittany so upset and devastated, right? She's calling Marcelino to basically say she won't be coming back home. You know, you're sending pics to my ex-girlfriend and all of this type of stuff. And he's like, so you're going to throw away our whole relationship because of some shit with Amanda. And she's like, no, it's not about anything with Amanda. It's the fact that I told you that you're being disrespectful, sneaky, and sly. You're supposed to be a married man, and you shouldn't be having no contact with any woman without me, and I don't trust you. But it's okay for you to have contact with other women without him, Miss Brittany, okay? And also, you are the one, like I said from the beginning, that opened this damn door to have a threesome with your freaking husband with somebody that was your ex-girlfriend. I honestly am starting to think that you are more into women than men. And if you are, that's okay. That means both of you guys have been wasting each other's times. And you need to let him know that. But the fact that you keep sitting here trying to play this game and play victim and cry all these damn tears, okay, to the point that you crying and you got to pull over because you so freaking upset, okay, at how you feel like you've been treated so damn bad. But this whole time you was flirting with your ex-girlfriend. You brung her into your relationship. You talking about he humiliated you and all of this. But homegirl that's in the bed with you ain't been doing nothing but saying negative stuff and trying to get you in the bed with her, obviously, for the longest freaking time. Like, you need a real reality check, Brittany. I'm sorry. Two wrongs don't make a right, and it takes two to do something. I'm not excusing anything that Marcelino has done, but right now, we still don't really have no concrete proof of anything that he's done. More shit we done seen you on camera doing than him. Everything else on the outside of that is basically speculation. And I would cut that friend off too. I agree with y'all. She isn't a friend because one, you shouldn't have even been entertaining that and doing no back and forth with him. And two, I would have definitely brought that to your attention right the freak away. So what's really good with that part of the damn story too? The math ain't mathing, y'all. I'm telling y'all, there's no way in the world that all of a sudden you just finding out about all of this and you so upset now and crying hysterically and, you know, going all off and saying, oh, I just want to be left alone. Now you want to go home and be able to be with your kids or whatever the case may be, and you don't want to be on camera, okay? Mind you, you've been missing from your damn kids just all about the same hours that Marcelino has been. Neither one of y'all are home with y'all damn kids, okay? So I don't really see one of you guys as better than the other. I literally see both of y'all added into the pot at the same damn time. And if this is real, then shame on both of y'all. That's all I could say, because it's a hot damn mess and it makes absolutely no freaking sense. You can't make it make sense to me, okay? And maybe this will teach y'all asses and y'all will stay y'all behinds off of damn TV, because that sure as hell ain't helping either. So moving to the next couple, you know, we see in Sean and Sarah, it is actually wedding day, okay? They are preparing and getting themselves together. You know, Sarah's mom is saying, listen, we could still run. We still got time, honey, okay? We already know that she don't like Sean. She's trying to help her and make sure that they got whatever little things they need. You know, Sarah's asking the kids if they excited and if they ready, and they saying yeah, and she's like, okay, well, you're doing better than me, okay? Because obviously she's not ready and her nerves is a little shot. You know, Sean is actually hanging out with her stepfather, who says, you know, I kind of found out about her even being with him last minute, and he was like, I don't know, maybe I would move to another state to be close, you know what I'm saying, by the woman that I was going to marry or whatever that I'm involved with. And Sarah basically, Of course, we hear Sean saying that he doesn't know Kelly is there. And as soon as he says that, we shift over to damn Destiny ass. And she's still getting ready for this trip. I said, listen, y'all keep talking about Kelly. I don't think Kelly the one y'all need to worry about. So at this point, even her friend is saying to her, like, what are you doing? Why would you do this? She was like, as long as I've known you, this is the dumbest idea you ever had. You should not go on this trip. She's basically saying, like, how are you even going to get there? How did you all of a sudden get money to go there? Because she's saying how she going to be on her way to go to Ohio. And she says, well, her mom gave her money and she's going to use it for that, right? And she's going to terrorize everybody, right? Everybody owe her everything. So her friend is saying, how much is it that he's exactly supposed to owe you? She's still going on with this $50,000 number, y'all. This random number that she done pulled out her damn ass. She is still going on with it and saying it's for the car, it's for the ring, it's for this promise, it's for that promise, and he's gonna give it to her, okay, if he wants her to go away. The friend is saying she's very worried about her. She's like, look, she didn't get no pass from her PO, so if anything goes wrong, she could go back to jail. I said, lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up. I'm tired of Destiny, okay? I'm tired of it. If he really did actually owe you something, if y'all had gotten married and he was supposed to be paying you some type of alimony, if this was even his baby and you needed child support, I would be there with you 150%. But you are fugazi, girl. Why are you not calling the damn baby daddy? You over here talking about, yeah, because I need this money. It's going to be a big help. I got a lot of stuff to do and I need to get different things from my baby. That's not Sean's freaking problem. And trust me, Sean is freaking trash to me, girl. He's the last person I would ever want to defend. But what you are talking about right now makes absolutely no sense. Even the friend is like, 50,000 from what? And she's telling her she lost her damn mom, but of course she's not going to listen to her friend. She's not going to listen to her mom. You can't tell Destiny nothing. Nobody's going to stop me. I'm going to do what I want to do regardless. And I said, yeah, and you should get them damn handcuffs on your damn hands regardless, girl. I'm over you, okay? Sick of your mess. And so we do have a moment, where Sean is basically talking to his son and saying, I got to speak to your mom yesterday. She's here. And he's telling her that he made her feel really, really bad, right? Made him feel really, really bad. With the whole that he abandoned the kids thing. And he's like, if I ever made you feel that way, I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted to do. I've never thought of myself as abandoning you guys. And the son actually says he doesn't see it that way. That's not his memory. That's not the relationship that he has with Sean. And he's basically saying, it's okay. And he gives him a hug. And then Sean sits down. And the son keeps coming up to him and he sits down soon. And he's like, it's okay. He says, look, I don't see it that way. It wasn't perfect. Yeah, we still went through our ups and downs and I had to grow up a little faster. But he's basically like, that's life. And, I don't hold nothing against you. And so Sean is telling him that means a lot for him to say that. That means a lot that he's there. And it did kind of give me a little different perspective on Sean. Just a little bit. Because he was saying that his father used to basically, abuse him and abuse his mom and stuff like that. When he was growing up, he was an alcoholic and he didn't want to have a relationship, anything like that when it came to them. And because of the arguments that him and Kelly used to get into, he felt like it could be a situation where it could turn into something volatile between them or either them both, being abusive towards the kids and taking it out on them. And he wanted to be the complete opposite. He didn't want to be that person. And his son was basically saying, yeah, when you grow up in those type of situations, that's usually how it is. Either you become that person that you've been seeing doing the abuse, or, you try to be the complete opposite of it, right? And so he was saying how Kelly had pushed all these buttons on him and struck nerves and he don't know why. And he was like, he's done nothing but be there for her. Well, Sean, that ain't all the way true either. Okay, let's keep it real if we're going to keep it real. But his son did tell him he don't blame him at all. And he was basically just saying, like I said, it means a lot to me that you're here. He's like, I want to go ahead and focus on today because today is supposed to be, a special day, an important day for me. And I really appreciate that you came. He talks about how they used to always spend time together, how he used to actually bring the son, to work with him. And they show a picture of him from when he was a little boy. And the son is telling him, he remember those days. And he says it's not a day that goes by that he don't think about it. And the fact that Kelly thinks that he don't think about it and that he's just forgotten them, is basically not accurate, right? But he is happy that his son is here on one of the biggest days of his life or whatever, and that he gets to spend it with him, and they go ahead and hug it out. So that was actually, you know what I'm saying, something that was a little sweet that I was not expecting to get, at least from the Sean part of the story, right? And in the meantime, you know, we still had Destiny saying she was 2 damn miles away from the freaking airport. And, you know, he don't know what he in for, and he better answer her and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm just like, girl, I just wanted the police to be waiting there at the damn airport and taking her behind away, okay? And I'm not usually one that be saying, so call the police on nobody, but I'm just sick of her, okay? I am sick of her. It makes absolutely no sense that this lady constantly is going around saying that Sean owes her $50,000. And it looked like next week episode, like she's calling him to say something about going to the hospital. Why are you not calling your baby father? I'm confused. But moving on along, y'all, the next ones we got was Bronwyn and Chaz, another couple that has absolutely no freaking business being up here whatsoever, okay? She's basically at this little, spot studying or whatever, and she's saying how, he's on his way to meet her there, and she's basically like, I'm over it, I'm done with it, I don't want to talk about that situation no more. She's saying that's what gets her so upset, that she's fine outside of that, right? As long as we don't keep talking about the fact that she has to move, right? She knows that she has to move, so she don't want to keep talking about doing it. She just want to do it when it's time to do it. She knows that, things ended really bad the last time that they saw each other, and really was on a bad note. And at the end of the day, she feels so much pressure or whatever, right? She got to leave her friends. She got to leave her daughter. She can't, leave school and all of this different kind of stuff. And she was like, he just can't relate, and he can't see what she's been having to deal with. And so basically, Chaz and her end up going to this park to talk or whatever, right? She's packing up all her stuff, and of course, he just does things that's irritating. Like, it'd be irritating me watching him do it, so I know it irritates her. He's trying to so-called help her. She's like, I got it, and they say they're gonna go to this park and they're gonna talk. And so when they go to the park or whatever, he's saying that, he just always feels like he's doing something wrong. He's doing something wrong. He's saying something wrong. She's talking about, well, I don't know why you feel that way. Really, bro? When you don't, you can't take no guess of it at all, sweetie. None. You clueless. Okay. So basically, he's like, because every time you're around, I feel like you're getting anxious, and I feel like you don't really want me to be there, or you don't really want to be there. I said, Chaz, you feeling the right damn thing. That's because she is anxious. What gave you the damn clue? We got clueless number 1 and clueless number damn 2. Jesus, y'all. So then he talking about some, I just want to be there for you, and I'm so happy I married you. She's saying she's happy and she's glad that he's married to her too. She says, it's because he keeps talking, right? So it's like, you better shut up, right? You're running your damn mouth too much. I don't want to hear you talk, according to Bronwyn. And so he basically says that he has a reservation, and do she want to come back, to the hotel with him? So I thought she was going to say no, but she, and he's telling her, you could come back and study. I'm saying, yeah, okay, study. So he's basically like, she actually agrees and say, yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, let's do it. So they get back to the hotel. Y'all, why Chaz got a damn reservation under the damn name G Money? I said, what? He come up to the desk, oh, I have a reservation for G Money and his lady. And she's like, G Money? And he's like, yeah, that's my undercover name, And then she asking for a cookie or whatever, and they go up to the room. Now, when they get in the room, she's saying she gonna study this Spanish, right? That's the one she gonna do first, because that's due the next day. And he's like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and watch you. Go ahead and do your study, and I'm just gonna watch you. I'm not gonna disturb you. I'm not gonna interrupt you. I'm gonna watch you. But then proceeds to interrupt her every other second. What does that word mean? What are you working on now? How do you say beautiful in Spanish? How do you say you're the most greatest thing I ever seen in Spanish? Oh, I love looking at you. Am I bothering you? Okay, let me bother you some more, and then proceeds to hug her and touch. And it's like, that would annoy the hell out of me too. If I'm saying I'm trying to do my work now for school or business or whatever, like if he had something that was due for his damn job, how would you feel if she kept interrupting you every damn minute while you was on a business call or doing something that was important to you? You mean to tell me you can't be calm and sit your behind still for not even 10-15 minutes and let her do work? Now, I do be giving him some credit that he do be a little patient in some other ways that probably a lot of other people wouldn't. But he also be naive, and he also just be trying to, I don't know, it's like a passive aggressive type of thing, and it's just a weird and an icky thing in some ways. And so I can see, like, if it's true that they did not make it, I can honestly see why they didn't, because to me, their relationship makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But for whatever reason, when she does finish, she's like, oh, well, I'm almost finished now. She actually starts telling the cameraman to get out the room. So I said, oh, did you get high enough today, Bronwyn, that you can finally go ahead and sleep with him? I'm sorry, because since when Bronwyn want to be like, yeah, bye, get out, go ahead, get out. And he talking about how he getting this private strip show and all this other stuff. So I know he was super damn happy, to have her there. I said, girl, whatever, okay. I guess that was a way to finally shut him the hell up. So anyway, y'all, we got Lindsay and, Beyonce. They are also checking out of their, little Airbnb. He's dropping her home. They saying bye together. She's saying how he got to leave and get back home, and she needs him to be careful. Don't be busy texting and calling. Pay attention to your damn, maps and all of that kind of stuff. And take care of what you need to take care of. And when you are finished and you know that you are home safe, then hit me up. And he is basically saying how he's so sad to leave her there. He don't trust leaving her there. Of course, with Blaine, we seeing when the camera pans that Blaine is sitting here holding her extra damn long or whatever, right? And Beyonce is basically calling her back to back from the damn time he leave, okay? And the first time, she's basically just giggling and, they saying, I love you. And he tells her he's going to call her back again. But the second time, he actually interrupts while Blaine is telling her about this job. And he's saying, because she was telling him that Beyonce was planning on moving down there within the next 2 months. And he's like, yeah, okay, whatever. And of course, he's saying he don't see her and Beyonce lasting. To him, Beyonce is just like a little sucker. He can't handle it. And he's telling her, like, listen, I could be your boss now. You could come up underneath me. I could offer you a job, because she was saying she was going to get a job. And she also was complaining about Beyonce's credit and giving him the whole rundown on how she looked that up and it's really bad. And so he basically was like, well, listen, you could get you a little damn hat and come on with the construction crew and come up underneath me. So at first she was laughing about it. And then she was like, wait, you being serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm dead serious, okay? And so, I guess that's something she's going to consider. And Beyonce just so happens to call again while she's sitting there with him. And he's like, well, damn, he's going real hard. And she tells him that time, like, well, I'm with, Blaine, give me a little minute. And when we finish talking, we're having a discussion right now. I'm going to hit you back up. And she just hangs up the phone. And then he proceeds to start texting her. Every minute it was going off. And Blaine is like, well, damn, that sounds like slots. Now, in the meantime, not that this was a secret to anybody. I know it wasn't to me. Blaine is saying that he's not a home wrecker, okay? But he definitely could see himself ending up taking that spot, okay? And that Beyonce was not going to last. And he was like, every minute he's hitting her up like crazy. So basically, Lindsay ends up laughing and saying, it was a little different when she was locked up, because he had to wait until when she called him, and that was it. So their calls was limited. And she's not used to having him calling her like, every second now like this or whatever. So that is definitely something that's brand new. And I didn't see her text him back. She literally just looked like she looked at all the texts, where some of them was saying, oh, he wish he could still have his thing in her. He missed her and all of that different kind of stuff. And then she just put it in her back pocket, and they both walked in the house laughing. So, you have Kevin and Tiffany. Another wasted damn couple that don't need to be here, y'all. Tiffany comes and she still want to talk about Penny. She basically just walks past, I don't know if that's his son or his brother, but the mom was there. She walks past them, goes straight in the bedroom to talk about these underwear. Of course, Kevin is still lying about them. He's still saying he don't know, and he's saying they could be yours and you forgot about them. And the mom basically comes and knocks at the door and is like, hey, you don't want to meet me? And Kevin, you don't want to introduce her to me? It's really kind of rude that, she came in and walked right past me and went in the room. And I can say that is rude. When you're entering somebody's house, you do normally do say hello, introduce yourself. You would think you would want to meet somebody's mother. But she was saying that she was caught up in the moment and she wanted to kind of just get some things off her mind and take care of that. And the mom immediately starts telling her, oh, well, you give me a bad vibe. And, I don't like the situation and what you did from before. And, of course, we are still talking about when she had plans for the other guy to pick her up that damn, Kevin knocked out. Of course, we going to see him knock this damn guy out 1,000 damn times, on camera or whatever. And the mom is basically bringing that up and saying she don't trust her and all this stuff. And she's like, well, I respect that. I can understand that you don't know me like that. But at the end of the day, we both have done things. And she was like, as far as that part is, concerned, I can't go back in time and change that. All I could do is do whatever I'm doing from this point on now. And I'm trying to change that now. And so, I'm trying to move forward with the relationship and make sure that we don't have no secrets. It's been a lot of secrets. She was like, you still got him talking to Kayla. You still got her coming over and all of this stuff. So his mom gonna turn around and say like, oh, well, we can't control, Kayla. And she was like, yeah, to a certain degree. And then she gonna say, Kayla may be crazy, but one thing I do know is that she does love him. Okay, with you, I'm not so sure whether you love him or not. And Kevin says that they're trying to build trust. And all I can say, y'all, is by me seeing and hearing this lady talk, and even with the last episode when she was going on and on about it ain't supposed to be Adam and Eve and it's Adam and Steve and all this other stuff, she is one of those mothers that makes an excuse for her damn son no matter what he do. Don't check him, have not been teaching him any type of responsibility or how to have any type of respect since he was a child raised up to now damn adulthood, okay? And then want to quote stuff out the Bible when it's convenient for her ass, And then she talking about, I just want to see him happy. He's just looking really miserable to me at the end of the day. So if I see that, that's what I'm going by and going to say she don't trust her as far as, she could see her. I said, girl, you should be teaching these damn women not to trust your raggedy ass son. But me and you explained a whole lot as to why he is the way he is. Okay, it absolutely did. We have Brittany basically find out that her father said no to the whole wedding thing. So now she's upset. She's like, what reason did he have to say no, right? And so she basically drives over to her dad's house. She wants to confront him. She's basically like, how he's going to just say no, and that's not good enough or whatever. So she goes to him, shows him the ring, and she's like, I heard you told him no, that he came to get permission. And he's like, yeah, I did. And she's like, what's up with that? And the dad is basically saying like he needs to prove himself to me. And she's like, what else does he need to prove? He's working, he's driving, he's doing everything that he's supposed to do. He got his damn CDL, he drives 18-wheeler trucks. He's like, yeah, well, I need him to be doing that a little bit longer. And what it boils down to is her father's very scared of him getting locked up again. He feels that if you got locked up once, it could happen again. He also is scared because of the abusive relationship that Brittany was in, because he mentions like, I've never hit your mother, she's never hit me. We've never had that type of thing. And Brittany says, look, I get it. Like, I've been traumatized. My family has been traumatized due to the abusive relationship that I was in, right? If I didn't pick up and move away, then I would have still been caught into that cycle, and I would have still been dealing with that, and I probably wouldn't even be alive and sitting here talking to y'all. So I get that. But Ray is not that way. He's never showed nothing aggressive. He's never shown nothing abusive. He's never gave you any reason to feel that way. So she's like, I just can't understand that. And she keeps telling him to give him a chance, and he basically keeps saying that he can't. And he was like, he don't know why they can't give each other the space and the time, right? Why it should have to be such a rush for, her to do this. And so she still leaves there disappointed and upset, comes in slamming the door. Ray's asking her what's going on, what happened. And she's like, I went and spoke to my father. And he's like, and she basically was like, I don't know what else to do. She was like, he's still saying no. So Ray was like, listen, we can have the wedding without him. But of course, Brittany is really close to her family, really have a girl, dad relationship with her dad. So I get it. and she wants him to be there. You know, she's saying that wouldn't feel right. That wouldn't be acceptable. She wouldn't want to do that. He's like, okay, then we could go to the courthouse. She's like, I don't want to do that either. So he's like, so what does that mean? That means that you wouldn't marry me at all if your father's not going to go for it, you know, and if he's not going to be there, if he's not going to give his blessing. And she's basically saying, you know, she don't know. He was like, I already had to win over your mother before. Now I got to try to do the same thing with your father again. So now, and that is time for Brittany and Ray to figure out, you know what I'm saying, what they want to do with that, y'all. And I feel a little bad for them. I'm not even gonna lie, because I really do like Brittany and Ray, and I think they're only like one of the only normal damn people couples that we have up here on the show. So I hope that they are able to, you know, some kind of way work it out and come to a common ground with each other, right? And so then we get Taylor and Chance. Now, Taylor's here trying on these wedding dresses with her friend. You know, she's venting to the friend, telling the friend, like, listen, I love him. I know he's been through a lot. Sometimes I'll be trying to be supportive. I'll be trying to let him do his own thing because there's a lot of things he wasn't able to do before. But he's kind of got a spending problem, and he likes to go and keep, you know, buying stuff and being like, surprise. You know, the friend basically calls her out on it and knows what she's talking about before she could even finish it. Like, oh, he likes to get nice little blingy things and say, surprise, huh? So she's saying, yeah. So she's trying on these different dresses, and she's like, this one is a lot. You know, this one might be feeling all right. This one might need a centerpiece, whatever, you know. And she's just trying not to go over a certain amount because she is worried about the finances. Whereas when it comes to Chance, he'll just pick up any damn thing. He don't care. You know, the friend is over here taking pictures of her, and she's saying, you know, they talking about how she might want to cry and all of that different kind of stuff, right? And so then she goes and says, you know, she is feeling a bit nervous about it. Of course, she still has her insecurities too, as well, with everything that happened, of course, with the fiance that, you know, passed away, and she's having different, you know, issues with that. And as far as the feeling she's having with the financial decisions, her friend is saying, you know, like, you know, Taylor, which we could see that is pretty much a timid person, and she was like, I really hope she speaks up and she doesn't let him run over her and just go out here and do whatever the heck that he wants to do, because she have a tendency to do that, and that could end up causing even more problems. So that's a big worry for her. And then in the mix of that, we're finding out that she's like, well, this dress feels a little good on me. At least it's like, you know, a little loose in my stomach area, because she says, I've been gaining weight, I'm nauseous, and I'm late. And so her friend is like, are you kidding me? Did you take a test? I said, now here we go with another one, all right? She's like, no, she didn't take the test yet, because I guess a part of her doesn't really want to know exact, like, if it is or not. And she hasn't mentioned anything to him yet because she would want to be sure before she does. And the fact of the matter is that she has these really high risk, you know, pregnancies where she have to take these regular shots every day and, you know, go through a whole bunch of different procedures, and it's really, really hard on her. And she was hoping that it was just basically a thing of her nerves and her being nervous about the, you know, wedding that was making this happen. But it's like, no, girl, we got to get you a test. You got to find out for sure, you know, what's going on. You can't just be sitting here and assuming, you know. And as soon as she said to the girlfriend that she was late and feeling nauseous and all of that, the girlfriend was like, oh no, girl. And she was like, yeah, exactly, you know, like that would be a whole nother thing. And then we also found out that not only did she lose her fiance, but even before losing the fiance, she actually was pregnant, and it was a boy, and she lost the baby too. So that was like a double drama, because then she turned around and lost him right after. And so of course she has those fears of, you know, 1 minute things is going good, it's coming together, whatever the case may be, and the next minute everything is falling apart. Something, for every good thing that happens, there's something bad that happens too. So there is times that I really do feel really, really bad for Taylor. And I just hope, because I don't never get good damn vibes when it comes to Chance, I really do hope that she, you know, can make it through this, and that she doesn't have, any more bad stuff happen to her, because she definitely has endured a lot. Okay, that goes without saying. And so, of course, she brings out this other dress, and she was looking real beautiful. I, for some reason, didn't realize she had as many tattoos as she had, but it was a real pretty dress, and her friend was taking, pictures of that. And of course, the friend is also saying, like, she really hopes this works out for her, right? And she really wants her to be able to be happy, her to be able to have peace and get what she wants, because she deserves it. And then when the friend is talking to her and she's telling her, what a tough time this is and what her experience has been, and, not knowing if this is right and getting so scared, especially after losing her fiance the way that she did. The friend basically says to her, maybe chance is your second chance. And I know she was just trying to be a sweet friend. Now that's how your friend should be, okay? Not like them damn ones that Brittany is around, all right? Y'all get rid of them. But, I don't know about him being her second chance. It would be nice if it is. It would be nice if all the feelings that I've ever felt about him is wrong. And I really do honestly wish her the best, but I cannot lie and say that, I don't feel like every time, but the friend does tell her they need to hurry up, they need to get some tests, and she's like, I know, and she's basically laughing, and she's like, I've been dreading it, but it's like, girl, no matter how much you dreading it, you need to know. And she was like, well, you'll find out one way or another, won't you? But I think it's best that you find out this way, okay? So I think that was basically everybody, y'all. That was Love at the Lockup for this week. Of course, they're going to keep dragging out this wedding. We still didn't get it. Destiny was supposedly approaching the damn airport 2 miles away or whatever. They was in the process of getting Sarah's makeup and everything. Excuse me. They was in the process of getting Sarah's makeup and everything done, and she was saying how so far, Sean has been good. He hasn't gave her any reason to feel that anything is going to be messed up. She's like, he was even honest with me about Destiny calling, and he's never done that before. So I actually feel a little bad for Sarah, because Sarah honestly didn't ask for none of this damn freaking foolishness and foolery that we got, okay? So y'all put it in the comments. Tell me what you thought about this episode, honey. What you think is real, what you think is fake, what you think about this season so far. Put it all in the comments. Let's discuss. Like, comment, share, subscribe if you are so inclined, okay?